Today is my first day of work this 2026. I've been day off from work from December 31 to January 5, and today is January 6. It's a hustle day.
In the quiet hours of early morn, a soft melody begins to form. Your smile lingers like a whispered tune in the hush of a waking afternoon. Every glance sparks a tender light, illuminating dreams in the gentle night. I pen these words with all my care, hoping you sense the love I share. This little love song written just for you hums the truth of what we always knew. Every note and every line says I'm yours and you're forever mine. A simple tune from heart to heart, a quiet love that will never depart.
The snow is so thick. I have my small bottle of water. See you later. I'm done with my work. Going home. going to pick up my baby.あら、同じよ、同じ。上手。Yun. Dinig ba? Iya. Adote. Dance. 2, 1, go. 花ちゃん。ダンス、ダンス。ダンス。こう、まねちゃんもダンス。おお。Ay, mali. Go.お手続きをしております。しばらくお待ちください。画面の内容をお確かめの控えをお受け取りください。紙幣をお受け取りください。ご利用いただきありがとうございました。開始します。リストから選択してください。
Friday, January 9. We have it today. They don't have work today, so I'm done with my duty today.